Let me show you how you can take your customers booking automatically on WhatsApp. So here as a customer or the user, I'm going to enter this message that is hello, and my WhatsApp chatbot will be initiated. And right here you can see that I'm getting this welcome message with this button that is book appointment. So here I'm going to select it, and here I'm getting the image with this message as well. And here as I have selected this button that is book appointment, I'm getting the list of the services for which I can book the appointment. So here I'm going to open this list, and right here I'm going to select this first service that is haircut and styling. And as I have selected this service, I'm getting a message which is asking me to select my preferred date and time. So now let's select the date. So right here I'm going to select this date that is August 24, 2026, and as I have selected it, I'm getting a message which is asking me to select my time slot. So now let's select the time slot from here. So here as one spot is available, so here I have selected it, and as I have selected it, I'm getting a message which is asking me to enter my name. So here I'm going to enter my name that is demo user, and as I have provided my full name, I'm getting this confirmation message which says thank you demo user, your appointment request has been received. And now this data might be added to my Google Sheet. So right here you can see that I'm on my Google Sheet where I'm successfully receiving all these details, having the service which my user has selected, the customer's name, date, and the timing of the appointment. So you can see that I have successfully saved the data over my Google Sheet. So now you can also take the bookings from your customers within the WhatsApp, and now your customers don't have to visit multiple websites for booking the appointment, nor do you have to book the appointment for them manually, because this automation is going to do so, and the data is automatically getting saved to the Google Sheet so that you don't have to manually save the data of your leads. So now let me show you how you can also create this automation by just using one and only automation tool called as Pabbly Chatflow. So Pabbly Chatflow is an automation tool provided by Pabbly, by using which you can send WhatsApp messages to your customers, can create AI assistant, and can broadcast WhatsApp campaigns. So now let's move on towards the flow page of Pabbly Chatflow, where we are going to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot. So right here I'm on the page where we are going to create this automation or this chatbot. And for accessing this page of Pabbly Chatflow, you have to open your browser and type the URL of Pabbly Chatflow, that is pabbly.com/chatflow. And right here we are on the official website of Pabbly Chatflow, where we are getting two options. That is for the sign in and sign up free. So if you're a new user or logging account over the Pabbly Chatflow first time, then you have to sign up for free, and Pabbly Chatflow is currently offering you the free trial. Means you can create and try this automation for freely inside Pabbly Chatflow. But if you are an existing user, then you have to sign in. And after trying Pabbly Chatflow, if you like this automation tool and want to buy any of our Pabbly product, then I'm going to provide you an amazing discount coupon code that is STUYT, providing you heavy and exclusive discount on yearly and lifetime subscription plans of Pabbly. So make sure to use it before buying any of our Pabbly product. You might get some other coupon codes as well, providing you just 5% off. But by using my coupon code, you can get up to 6% off on your purchase. Now let's move on towards the flow page, where I have already added my WhatsApp number with Pabbly Chatflow account. And if you also want to learn this process, then you can check the video given on the description. And right here we are getting this option for trigger. So trigger is the event which initiates our WhatsApp chatbot, and as we have recently interacted with our WhatsApp chatbot, we have initiated it by entering this message that is hello. So this is the keyword which has just initiated my WhatsApp chatbot, and now here I'm going to enter this keyword. And now if my user will send me a message, I'm going to send them a welcome message with the image. So for that I'm going to use this media button given over the message block. So for creating this WhatsApp chatbot flow, we are going to use these messages and actions block, which you can think is main building block for creating this WhatsApp chatbot flow. So you can drag any of these blocks and create the flow for your WhatsApp chatbot. And now here I'm going to drag and drop, and right here we are getting this option for media button, which I have selected. Now here I'm going to select my media type as image, and now let's upload the file or browse the file. So here I have selected it, and right here we are on my media library where I have already added this image. And if you want to insert a new image, then you just have to click over this add new image. Now let's select this image and click over this insert button. So with this, I have successfully added the image in my welcome message. Now I'm going to simply select this add content and select text button. Now in this text button node, I'm going to enter a welcome message for my customers, and here I'm going to create a button that is book appointment. So right here I have entered this welcome message with this button that is book appointment. Now if my user will select this button that is book appointment, I'm going to provide them list of the services for which they can book the appointment. So for that I'm going to drag and drop, and right here we are getting this list node which you have to select. And now in this list node, it is asking me to enter header, body and footer for the list. So now let's firstly provide the body, and afterwards we are going to add some items in this particular list. So right here you can see that I have entered this body to my list. Now I'm going to add a section by simply selecting this add section. And now let's enter the section title as services, and afterwards in this section I'm going to add some items by simply selecting this add items. And now let's provide the title to our first list item. So here I have provided the first item of my list. Now likewise I'm going to add some more items to this list. So here I have added two more items to my list, that is hair spa and facial and skin care. Now if my user will select any of these list items, I want to get to know which item my user has selected. So for that we have to provide contact custom field to all these list items. So you can think of contact custom field as a particular column which consists of the particular data. Now for adding the contact custom field, you have to move towards the actions where you will see this node that is set custom field which you have to select. And now here I'm going to select my contact custom field as service type, and afterwards it is asking me to enter the value. So here I'm going to enter the value for which I'm creating this contact custom field. So here I have entered it, and now if my user will select this service, I will get to know by using this contact custom field. So by using this contact custom field, you can even send personalized message by just adding a $sign before this contact custom field. Now let's provide the contact custom field to remaining list items too. So here I have provided contact custom field to all these list items. Now if my user will select any of these list items, I'm going to ask them regarding the appointment date. So for that we have to drag and drop, and right here we are getting this node that is date and time. So by using this date and time node, I'm going to provide my user the dates for which they can book the appointment. And now here from the selection mode, you can select it as date and time or date only if you want to receive only the date. But here I'm going to keep it as date and time. Now in this message content, I'm going to provide the body to this particular node. So here I have provided this body to my list. Now in this schedule settings section, I'm going to select the days for which my user can book the appointment. So here I have selected these days, that is Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Now here you can even provide the days in advance, means the number of days in advance to display in available booking dates. And from here you can select your holidays or unavailable dates for which appointment can't get booked. Now let's add the time slot for which my user can book the appointment. So here I'm going to add the first time slot, that is going to be 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So here I have added the first slot. Now you can also add some more slots likewise. Now let's say I'm going to add this slot from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So here I have selected the timing, and now our two time slots have been added successfully. And now here you have to select the contact custom field for the date attribute and the time attribute. So here I'm going to select this contact custom field, that is appointment date, and for the time attribute I'm going to select the contact custom field as appointment timing. And for creating your own contact custom fields, you just have to move over the settings where you will see this option of contact custom fields, which you have to select, and from this page you can create your own contact custom fields. Now if my user will select their preferred date and the timing for the appointment, I'm going to ask them a question regarding their full name. So for that we are going to use this ask question node, and here I'm going to enter a question asking for the full name of my user. So here I have entered this question. Now let's select the contact custom field as full name and the format as any. And now if my user will provide me the answer of this question, I'm going to add all these details of the appointment to my Google Sheet. So for that we are going to use another application provided by Pabbly called as Pabbly Connect, by using which we are going to integrate the Pabbly Chatflow or this particular flow with the Google Sheet, so that we can fetch all the data of this flow and save that to the Google Sheet. Sheet. And for connecting this particular flow with the Pabbly Connect, we are going to use this API request node. So by using this API request node, I will build the connection between this flow and the Pabbly Connect. And by using Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build the connection between Pabbly Chatflow and Google Sheet. And I have already integrated this API request node. So now let me show you that. So this is the integration I'm talking about. So here on my all Pabbly apps page, you can see this application that is Pabbly Connect, which you can access. And right here, I'm on the workflow page where I have already created or integrated my Pabbly Chatflow with the Google Sheet using Pabbly Connect. So here you can see that we are getting this webhook URL, which I have entered in the API request node, which you can see here. And I have selected the request method as post, as I want to post the data from this particular flow to the Google Sheet. And here I have entered this webhook URL, which I have just received from the Pabbly Connect, building the connection. And here I have entered some parameters for which I want to save the data, such as the service full name, date, and the time, which I want to save to my Google Sheet. And according to these keys, I have selected the contact custom field, as contact custom field consists of the data selected or provided by the user. So now as soon as my user will provide me the service, the response will be captured by this contact custom field, and it is going to get stored in the Google Sheet like this. So now by using this API request node, I have integrated this flow with the Pabbly Connect. And here you can see that I have received this response and I have added this data to the Google Sheet. And these fields are dynamic as I have performed the method of mapping. So this was the simple process by using which I have saved my booking data to the Google Sheet. Now let's provide the confirmation message at the last, and that message is going to be personalized. So this is the confirmation message which I'm going to send to my user, and this message consists of this variable that is full name, which signifies the contact custom field which I have selected for this question. So by using this $sign before this contact custom field, I'm sending personalized message to my customers. So right here you can see that I'm here receiving this message that is thank you demo user, which is the name which I have just provided. So this is the way you can create a WhatsApp chatbot for receiving or taking your customers' booking automatically on WhatsApp. And at last, don't forget to save this flow by simply selecting the save button. So this is the way you can also create a WhatsApp automation by using which you can take your customers' booking automatically, and that booking data is going to be get saved over the Google Sheet automatically. So now you don't have to do anything manually because this automation is going to perform your task for your business. So what are you waiting for? Start using Pabbly Chatflow now, and I have provided the link of the workflow which I have just created in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And don't forget to use the coupon code STUYT. So thank you for watching this video.
And not only this chatbot, you can build many more amazing chatbots like this by just using Pabbly Chatflow. So if you want to learn more about the pricings and plans that fit your needs, then you can visit the link given over here. And if you have any queries or need assistance, then you can mail us at the email provided. And if you found this video really helpful, then hit the like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such automation tutorials. So thanks for watching.